On the likely offensive of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Zaporozhye direction. Earlier we said that Ukrainian formations are preparing for an offensive in the Zaporozhye direction. Based on characteristic signs, we assume that the preparation is close to completion. What is the APU's plan? Application of mobile groups. Since October 3, daily Ukrainian DRGs of up to 20 people have been conducting reconnaissance and combat in the areas of the settlements of Mirnoe and Pologi, and before that, in Huliaipole. The groups consist of foreign mercenaries, mostly Poles. Their main task is to wedge in and gain a foothold in positions, using gaps in the combat formations of the Russian armed forces. Massive artillery shelling. The activities of sabotage and reconnaissance groups are accompanied by massive fire shelling of artillery and MLRS. Ukrainian troops are firing indiscriminately at Russian positions almost without interruption. In September, more than 20 units of barreled and self-propelled artillery of Western production were deployed to the Huliaipole and Orkhovsky sectors. The main goal of the first 2 points is to probe the most vulnerable points in the defense of the RF armed forces and exhaust the Russian contingent due to constant attacks and strikes, mainly at night. The concentration of armored vehicles in the areas of the main attack. Simultaneously with the actions of the assault groups, the armed forces of Ukraine are deploying a large number of armored vehicles in the direction of the main attack in order to wedge into the defense of the Russian armed forces. Just today, a convoy of military equipment, including 6 tanks, arrived at the Stepnogorsk-Orkhov line. At the same time, Ukrainian air defense systems were moved to the southern outskirts of Zaporozhye to cover ground forces, and mobile fire crews of manpads operate on the line of contact, masking the main direction. And the most important thing for the armed forces of Ukraine is to ensure the secrecy of the events. To do this, the Ukrainian command conducts deliberate misinformation both in open and closed sources. Only recently, we wrote that in the radio exchange of the unit of the 66th Umber of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, they deliberately reported on the withdrawal of the formation from the direction due to allegedly large losses in manpower and equipment in the hope of an offensive by Russian troops. And in order to mislead the Russian command, the armed forces of Ukraine are defiantly transferring forces to false directions, forcing Russian troops to transfer units to hold the line.